All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Connection Hangout. My name is Paul Tyra, and I am your host for this evening, along with my co-host in Marietta, Georgia, David Asarno.
Hey, Paul. Let's give a hand for Paul.
All right. How's it going over there in Atlantiville there, David?
It's great, although we know we're past the summer solstice because it's getting darker earlier again.
Is it hot Atlanta now? Is it you guys earning your name already?
It's hot here, although it's been rainland. You would think we're in Seattle the past few days.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we've getting some rain out here too in Vegas, so getting us under 100 degrees a couple days the other week. So great stuff. I love it. I love it. All right. This week we will not be joined by Brent Brooks moderating our thread. I don't believe, because I think he's en route to the ASEA Ascent event. As a matter of fact, next week we're looking at maybe getting some of the attendees from the Ascent event to come on and share their experience, so we're excited to hear about that. But please do type in the comment thread below. We'd love to hear from you. Just chime in, say where you're viewing from, and talk amongst yourself, if you will. Want to clarify, this is not a product presentation, nor is it a business presentation. So if you would like to get more information on ASEA or the business opportunity, please get back with the person who invited you to be on this Hangout. You may also see a more info button underneath somewhere, and after we're done, go ahead and click on that, and that may take you to some additional info regarding ASEA. But we're here to just connect with industry professionals. We're here to connect. Sometimes we have celebrities and athletes and corporate executives like we do tonight to kind of let you know that there are real people getting real results and representing this wonderful company, product, and technology. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to go ahead and introduce our special guest tonight. Our special guest tonight is one of my very, very favorite people there at ASEA. Her name is Sandy Mott. She is the Director of Associate Support, and she has over 30 years of customer service experience. The last 8 of those years were in the network marketing industry specifically. She's a seasoned professional with a strong background in team management, leadership, and training. And Sandy's goal is to create an extraordinary experience for every ASEA associate each time they interact with the ASEA Associate Support Team. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sandy Mott.
Good evening.
Hey, Sandy, how's it going?
It's awesome. It's not as hot here as it is for you.
I know, but it was pretty warm. I was just up there yesterday. I think weren't they expecting triple digits today?
Well, high 90s, I think. We've had some triple digits, but you stay hot most of the time.
Yeah, we do, especially in the summer here. All right. Well, what I'd like to do is I'd like to start with something fun here. Let me pull up a little picture here. This is a picture that I cut out to use for the banner on the Hangout, and looks like you guys were having a little fun there in the dunk tank, and some of you may recognize some of our previous guests on the Connection Hangout there. CEO Charles Frederick Funky III on the left, and we got President Jerem Webb, and of course Chief Operational Officer Scott Aldred there. And tell us a little about what's going on here, Sandy.
So they were gearing up for the summer party. ASEA doesn't do anything small. They treat their employees like they treat their associates. It's a fabulous company, and they just wanted to do something fun, kind of prepare, because it was going to be an outdoor park kind of activity. So they did this, and they asked a few of us if we'd be willing to be dunked. And the funniest part of mine was that as I'm sitting in the dunk tank, and all my kids in support are all lined up, and I'm egging him on, sure, come on. But I know at the very back of the line is Spencer Bertrand. He's on executive support, and he's also a pitching coach. So they all try. They're no one's getting close. I'm, razzing them. And then up comes Spencer, and he gives me this kind of look, and he shrugs his shoulders a little like, I'm sorry. And I didn't even see it. It was a beautiful pitch, and down I went. It was so great. I didn't even see it or hear it. It was awesome. It was fun. Ice cold water.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
and I can tell you, I'm sure it came out of pure love from your team, because is they do an awesome job. You can tell that they're happy at what they do. Even with the massive growth that we've been having over the past several months, you would never tell that they were putting in extra hours. You wouldn't tell that they were calling people back. So I've got to commend you for that and ask you a question. Let's learn a little bit about your professional. How did you get in customer service, and then how did you end up in the network marketing industry?
So you're cutting out a little bit, David, but let me kind of repeat that. What David was asking was with regards to your professional history and how you got into customer service in the first place, and how you ended up specifically in the network marketing industry.
Okay, so well, customer service, ooh, I don't know that I want to go back all those many years, but I did start in customer service at 15 and was managing by the time I was 17. I did start out in fast food. I was just a kid, but I loved customer service. I always say that it's amazing that I stayed in it because my initial experience in customer service was working for Harmon's, Kentucky Fried Chicken here, and they used to just have a little window that you kind of passed the food through, and this guy walked in and he was mad about his order, and he football pitched it right through that hole and hit me in the head. And, you know, that was not a great customer service moment, but unfortunately, there was a cop standing in the lobby off duty, and so it didn't work out well for him. But it did not thwart my customer service. I love it, and it's great. And I've been 8 years in multi-level marketing, and it is fun. It's different. It's exciting. They're type A personalities, just like me, so we get along great.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was Karen Riley who convinced you to come over and take a look at ASEA. And why did you end up? I mean, what was your main decision or reason why you chose to make ASEA your home?
Karen Riley and Karen Riley. She is awesome, and we worked so well together. And she was 20 years in multi-level marketing, and she taught me so much in the time that we had together at my previous employer, and I absolutely loved that company, but I knew I was supposed to come over. It's just one of those gut feelings that you're like, I'm taking this leap. I am thankful every day that I did, and I learn still every day from Karen Riley. She is an amazing person. Awesome.
So how large was the ASEA support group when you started? How large is it?
And were you just asking about the call center? Is that what he was asking?
Yeah. No, he was asking about how big it was. Yeah, the associate support group when you first started, and how big is it now? So how big has it grown since when you first started to where it is today?
And not a lot. You know, it's interesting. I would probably say we were 12, 15, 18 people for about 18 months of the time that I've been here, which is a little over 2 years. But recently, obviously, post-convention, I recognized immediately that we needed to add more people, and we have hired some exceptional people. We've added to Spanish. We've added another German speaker. We've added a Swedish speaker. We are just, we're, increasing languages, and it's been great. So we're probably up to 29.
Wow, 29 people. So can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, they're better now.
Okay. I realized I had another webinar going in the background. I forgot to shut down. I apologize. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your support, the ASEA associate support team? Why?
So that's kind of a twofold question. For me, and how much I expect and want for this to be an exceptional call center, I would put us at a 5, because I believe we're only halfway there. But I have some seasoned professionals that carry us through, especially right now when we've had almost 10 new people that we're juggling to get up to speed. And if I rated with them, I'd have to say we're between a 7 and an 8. We have some fabulous seasoned professionals, but we also have a really young staff now, again. So, we'll balance it, but I can promise you we'll bring them up where they need to be.
Awesome. We appreciate your honesty there, and showing that definitely that you guys have very high levels of standards and are always looking to improve there. Now, you mentioned a few of the languages that customer service supports, but it's pretty much, globally, you service. How does that work? Is there some folks in Germany that are providing customer service there, or is it everything funneling into Salt Lake City, or how the language is sort of distributed?
That's a great question. I have been able to obtain all the languages that we have needed until recently. But we have English and Spanish, French, German, Norwegian, Italian, Danish, Hungarian, Croatian. Again, just hired Swedish, hiring a Romanian, hiring a Portuguese. So we're doing good. My struggle is Slovenian. We are looking, and I actually have someone that I'm interviewing next week, so I'm really excited about that. Some languages are harder than others, and I'd like to keep it here. It's a control factor to try and make sure that they are the best agents they can be and a little bit under my, watchful care. But I'm not opposed to going where I need to get the language that we need to support the field.
Awesome. And another question that I get periodically is, when is the best time to call customer service? Like when you guys maybe have the least amount of traffic, so they'd have to hold, or be on hold rather, the shortest period of time?
I love that question. So it's changed since convention, but even prior to convention, I've been kind of doing an ongoing every 6-month poll on the numbers here, and regardless of what country or anything else, our busiest time is always between 8 and noon, and the heaviest is actually 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Now we are now going into 1 o'clock where we are staying that much more busy, but I'm saying across all markets. Now, we're 8 hours ahead in Europe, or they're 8 hours ahead in Europe, right. But many of them are doing it at the end of their day, right? They're coming home, getting dinner on the table, doing their ASEA business. So they call us, and they're fabulous. So it's the end of their day, the beginning of our day, but it is the busiest time. So from 8 to 1, we are really busy, and Mondays and Fridays, they're crazy too, and even more so in that beginning time. So I would say your afternoon time is your better time if you are trying to get through, but we do have a callback feature, and if you put that in and you keep that phone on you, we will call you back. And when the phones turn off at 5 o'clock, if I've got 10 callbacks, we don't leave until those people have been called back.
Oh, very cool. And that's mountain time, right? Those are all mountain time.
Yes, those are all mountain times.
Super.
I have a question. It's just that where we, and I'm sure you've thought about this, when we go over to, say, New Zealand and Australia, what are we going to do? Because that's like the other side of the world.
Okay, so I think what David is saying is, David, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're asking about Australia, right? Which I know from us on the West Coast, it's pretty much 12 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's 11 hours from Utah time there. That's a great question.
It's actually 16. 16 and 18, I think, for New Zealand. It's a big push ahead. So our Thursdays, their Fridays. So we'll really be supporting them. Their Tuesday through Saturday, our Monday through Friday. And it is a challenge. Now, again, as markets grow, I will increase my staff and increase my hours, however I need to, earlier or later, whatever it's going to take to support the field. Right now, we will support them in a good block of their day, probably 4 to 5 hours during their day when they can reach us when we're already here. We are going to extend support 1 hour for those markets and see how that goes.
So, in closing, what are you most excited about regarding ASEA support?
What am I most excited about at ASEA?
Regarding the future for ASEA.
I love the way they manage this business. It makes you feel comfortable with how it's being managed as a company. So I get to just not even think about that. I know that I am in a solid building company with a very bright future. So I get to just relax, and when you guys call, just chill and say, what do you need and how can I help you? And I love that. So I would say the most exciting thing about ASEA is that we are growing, we are adding product, which is a fabulous increase in opportunity. And the product is beyond measure. My skin loves it, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I get to just relax and enjoy what I do because I know the company's in good hands.
Sweet. You know, one question we didn't have on the list, since we got a couple minutes here, and you know, I don't know if anything might come to your mind of a common question that might arise with some of the inbound calls or some challenges, but anything off the top of your head that you may say to our associates out there that might come up, that you could say, oh, hey, this situation comes up or that comes up, here's the answer. Anything off the top of your head might pop up?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the virtual office is a wealth of knowledge, and as you learn to use it, you find that I'm trying to get my agents to do this. If I've got you on the phone, and I'm going to say, hey, are you sitting at your computer? Let me walk you through where that report is. Let me help you find how to track your order or to see where it's at. Let me help you find where that product, you know, where your payment failed and show you how you can reprocess it. The back office can help you find so much. You want to know what the prices are in another country. You want to, you know, all of those things are right there. It's used, you know, for enrolling and all of that, but it has a wealth of information. So we're trying to build some videos that we'll be able to send so that if you call in and say, how do I maneuver through the volume report, we're going to be able to talk to you while you're on the phone and maybe walk you through it and then send you a video that will walk you through, you know, and you can use in your meetings and help people get more acclimated with the VO because it actually answers all the questions that you call in for. Now, I still want you to call in. but no answers are of course always there, but it is an amazing tool when it's used effectively.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's great. That's great information. And again, you know, I love to leverage systems, obviously, and that obviously alleviates a little bit of the call wait times and all that good stuff. But absolutely, and we really appreciate you, Sandy, and all, you know, your whole group there for being so readily, you know, and always so up tempo about resolving a lot of the challenges, as you know, as everyone experiences. We're all growing here, you know, and in this process. So thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me, and you guys are fabulous. It's all about you. So we're here for you.
Thanks, Sandy. You guys do an awesome job.
Thank you so much, David.
Super. Thanks, Sandy.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, Sandy Mott, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all we have this week. And I want to tell you that next week we are looking to put together a sort of ASEA Ascent wrap-up sort of hangout, and we're going to talk to you about the availability. And if we can do that, yeah, we'll get an update on how everything went there in Wyoming, in Star Valley, Wyoming. So be sure to tune in. Okay, I want to thank my co-host there, David Asarno, for being on the hangout tonight. Thanks, David.
My pleasure, Paul, as always, and thank you for doing all the coordinating and running the technology.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. And for clapping for myself. And we missed you out there, Brent, because I don't think you were able to connect with us tonight, but I'm sure Brent will be back next week after the great ASEA Ascent event. Take care, everybody. Go out, have a fantastic rest of your evening, rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody.
See you later.